Well, hey everyone, what I am doing today is a practice live. Can you believe it? You're going to hear maybe some music in the background because we're practicing some things over here. And I am going to, let me get out of here. So there's one thing is prevent the echo. I'm just going to go over a few couple tips and I'm going to let you know why you should plan your months, your weeks, your quarters, what have you. It really doesn't matter, but take time to plan. I'm doing a live planning session, Plan with Tracy, tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, live on Zoom. And 5 things really quick because I want to get off here because I want it to work and I don't want to spend a lot of time trying to fix it. And I won't be editing this. It's live and that's what it's going to be. When you get off track is the first thing. When you get off track, look at the plan and see what you're supposed to be doing. That's tip number one. We get off track. We don't know what we're supposed to be doing. We make mistakes. We're all over the place at some point and we wonder why, because we're not looking at the map. When you use a GPS, when you use Google Maps and they tell you where to go, every time they tell you to turn, you're listening and you keep getting closer and closer to your destination. But what if you just listen to the first directive and it said, turn here and continue about 20 miles. What if you turned it off for the rest of the way and you're in like a 50-mile trip? You're only going to get 20 miles because you only listened to the first thing and you didn't listen to the rest of the instructions for the rest of the trip. So obviously you need to consult your map, which is your plan, and see what you're supposed to be doing. Pretty much makes sense. But, sometimes you get off course and, you need to keep your map where you can find it. Keep your plans kind of front and center. I'm not asking you to look at them every single day, but you want to review them periodically just so you can remember. The next thing is peace of mind. You want to plan because it gives you peace of mind that these are my intentions. This is where I intended to go. This is what I hope to do, and realize that things are going to come up and they are going to throw a monkey wrench in your plans. But at least if you took time, you can kind of, mitigate those things. If you put some things in motion, put some things on your plan in place, like saving the money for that unexpected emergency, you won't be totally devastated when things go awry. And so, you just want peace of mind. If you want to feel better, make a plan. It will help you anticipate things. The next thing, number 3, is to anticipate hiccups and roadblocks that crop up. Those things, just like I said, are going to happen. But if you have the plan, then you'd be like, okay, I'm a little off the beaten path, but the path is still not too far away that I can get back on it, deal with these little fires that I have to deal with, and then hopefully get back on the paved road. Everybody has to go off course a little bit. Everybody has a detour, but eventually you should get back to where you want to be, where you want to go. And that's a hiccup. That's a roadblock. That's a barrier, a speed bump. And sometimes you have to realize when those things are necessary to help you to slow down, because that's not one of the tips, but that is an added bonus, is that sometimes hiccups, roadblocks, and bumps and bruises are really trying to tell you you're going too fast and we can't possibly do all this stuff. We can't make all this happen. And your plans are great, but they didn't take any rest breaks. And you passed about 5 rest stops on the way to your destination. And when you finally do get there, you can be exhausted. So extra tip is to plan for those things, plan for hiccups, and watch out. The next thing is that it will help you work out issues. If you have time where you get a hiccup and a barrier, you will have the time to really sit. You're a sitting duck. So make use of that time that you have, because those are anticipated things. But sometimes we look back on things and be like, wow, that was actually really good that I had that happen. Of course, not tragedy, not any kind of financial issue, but some issues can let you know where there's a leak. okay, or there's like a hole in your plan, and being able to fix it and looking at it regularly will help you to get it straight. And you'll also learn what not to do next time. And finally, my most exciting thing is that planning creates anticipation. I have a major lull during the winter months. I don't like to go out. I want to stay in, and but that can also lead to depression and being annoyed that winter is taking too long. It's just ground its way in to the DC area with snow and with people just, there's just not as much activity. You look forward to one New Year's Eve party, one Christmas gathering, eating a lot, and then we're done. But January and February is still there. And so what I like to do is make sure I have a project. That really keeps me going, keeps my spirits up. A lot of us have SAD, self-diagnosed seasonal affective disorder, but we can really, get in the dole and down in the dumps during the winter months, during the cold months where things seem barren and unexciting. But if you really have something that you're working on and that you're looking forward to, I plan to work on a couple of writing how-to books during the winter months and release them during the January, February time. So getting those ready, getting all those covers, finishing editing, and doing everything I need to do will give me time to do that. And so I always choose a winter project, but I have to write this in my plan in the first place, choosing a project that I want to do and I want to work on, and that's going to resonate with me and really keep me going. It's going to keep me busy enough during that time and give me something to focus on. So I don't have time to focus on what's not happening, what events I'm not going to, what things are canceled because of the winter, and all of those things. So that's it. Those are your 5 tips for why plan, because of all those things that Tracy just said. I will see you tomorrow. I hope I'm having a plan with me. I'm going to put it in the comments or the description box about how you can sign up and be on Zoom, or just come back here, provided everything works. That's why I'm practicing to do this and to see if it's going to work out. And don't mind my attire. I will look very glamorous tomorrow, and I can't wait to see you then. Sign up for Zoom or just bookmark this channel and watch next week. Now, excuse me while I take a few minutes to figure out how to get off of this because I'm not quite sure. Bye.